just general thoughts on now it's finally here. It's coming
Yeah.
up. Like, just what are your emotions and expectations for this Masters week?
I'm really excited. Obviously, something everyone kind of that plays golf dreams about participating in. I guess for me, being from Singapore, don't really have like a national open to look forward to. So the Masters was always the one thing I kind of watched when I was younger. So definitely excited for it and looking forward to having a really fun time.
Speaking of Singapore, did I read you're the first Singaporean to play at the Masters?
Yeah, that's correct.
Does
Yeah,
that weigh in on you at all?
not really. I guess just because Singapore doesn't have like a whole lot of golfers that come out of there, so it's not like a big golfing or golf's not a big sport
Yeah.
there. So hasn't really like entered my mind a whole lot, but definitely proud of it and looking forward to it.
You played the course before.
Yes, yeah, we've gone once a year as a team, and then I've gone for practice round before. Yeah.
Do you think that helps you, or is it going to be a whole different animal once the tournament starts?
It'll be different with like having people there. You kind of, I'm sure the conditions will be a little different, but I think just being knowing my way around, like I know where the range is, know where the first tee is, know where I'm going. That'll be helpful. Being a little bit more comfortable there, maybe compared to other amateurs or other players that are going there for the first time.
Who have you talked to about the experience?
Uh, I mean, a little bit of everyone. Like a lot of like my past teammates, like Christo, he played it, and then Bartley Forrester caddied for me at the U.S. Open last summer. And we play like we like hit the same shots, hit the same distance. So it was really helpful to have him caddying for me there. And then I'm using Andy Ogletree's caddy for the week. I've talked to Stuart Sink about it. So talked to a little bit of everyone. They're all very excited for me. And I think the common theme is just how special of an experience it is.
So you're going up against the best golfers in the world. Do you have the mindset like I'm going out to win this, or are you like I'm just going to enjoy the experience? Where you kind of land like knowing who you're up
Yeah,
against, but still want to have confidence in yourself.
bit of both, I guess. I mean, kind of a no lose situation. Like if I play not so great, it's all right, and if I play really good, then it's awesome. So I guess don't really have an expectation of I'm going there to win or going there just to have fun. Like obviously when I'm playing, I'm always trying to do the best I can, and hopefully that puts me higher up the leaderboard. And that kind of applies to all the tournaments we play with the team or like pro events, whatever it is. So I think just trying to do my best on every shot, and hopefully that result turns out pretty good.
How do you kind of take advantage of the situation, just from the perspective of, like you're playing Masters?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what do you what? I mean, do you have like a plan of just like making sure that you make the most of the opportunity, just the fact that you're able to play in this, or is it mostly just focusing on let me just go out here and play well?
Again, bit of both. I think I'll definitely soak in special experience like par three contest. Practice rounds will be cool. I'll have my family there and have some friends there as well. So I think a bit of both. Like obviously, I'm trying to prepare well, so that I can play my best when it comes time to do that. But obviously, like recognizing that, I mean, you never know how many times you're going to go back there again. It could be my first and last one, but hopefully it's not. But I guess, yeah, balancing that's going to be, I guess, the most important thing. Soaking it in and going out and competing as good as I can.
What is? Go ahead. Go ahead.
With your background in military
Yeah.
service and your, being a national champion and all that, do you expect any of the kind of the Masters mystique to kind of even affect you at all, or especially since you've
Yeah.
been there, I think more than once too.
Yeah,
Like, do you
yeah.
expect any of that to kind of grip you, or is that something you won't know until Thursday?
Probably won't know until Thursday. I mean, now that the first time I went there with my teammates, like that first tee shot, I was pretty nervous. After that, we've gone there a couple more times. We've gone more comfortable, hit a little better shot in the first hole. But I'm sure Thursday morning when it comes walking up to the tee ball, I'll be pretty nervous. But hopefully I prepared well enough and kind of having a lot of experience playing college golf at the highest level, that I'll be comfortable enough to hit it good.
What part of your game kind of translates well to it?
Yeah.
Do you think?
I think the iron game, I hit irons pretty solid. It's probably one of the strengths of my game, and like I think distance control is really important when you're out there. Making sure you're leaving yourself in the right spots, that kind of stuff. So I think my irons probably translates well to Augusta.
What has Christo told you about his experience there? Any
Yeah.
specific, anecdotes like, oh, hey, don't hook it left on me,
Yeah.
or any specific pointers that he's given you so far?
Nothing too specific. He's given me his yards books that he used when he was there preparing and played in the tournament. So I have those in my apartment to kind of look over and transfer to my own yardage book. But nothing too specific about each hole. I think uh, he did. He has told me how special it is to be there as an amateur, and how he really enjoyed his whole experience. So I think that'll be a very important part of my week.
With the Masters, giving as much history and attention to the amateur player historically. What do you know kind of about the history of the privilege of being an amateur? I mean, at the end of the day, you are competing to be the best amateur out there as well, like Neil Shipley did last year. What do you know about that sort of relationship with amateur golf and the Masters?
Well, I mean, every time I've been out there, they've been super welcoming and friendly with me. I guess there's only 4 or 5 amateurs playing, so obviously it's not a lot. And I think going back to like Bobby Jones times, like he was a really good amateur golfer, went to Georgia Tech as well. So I guess there's a lot of history behind it, and I think a lot of the amateurs that play there have gone on to have good careers. Like Hideki Matsuyama was a low amateur, I think, and then he ended up winning the Masters a couple of years later. So things like that, I think, would be a really cool experience, and definitely very special being an amateur playing the tournament.
In terms of prep for that course, obviously nothing comes close to what Augusta National is. Do you try to visualize certain holes out here? Given that you've played a practice round out there, do you try to even prep for certain things, or is it just locking in on your own game?
It's mostly just preparing myself the best I can with my own game and what I have. I'm not gonna really change how I play golf just for a certain hole here or there. And that kind of applies to all the tournaments we play. Like, I think if you're playing good golf, it usually translates pretty well wherever you go. So I think just focusing on myself and what I do well and what I need to work on, that's probably my main focus.
How do you feel about your game going into it?
I feel good. Just haven't played as great as well as I did last year in the college season, but playing a little bit better now, and I think that's something for me to just keep working on. And golf's hard. Everyone knows it's hard. Like, if it was easy, I probably wouldn't be here still. So I think trying to keep improving and just focusing on getting better every day, that's my main focus.
I'm curious, as one of the very little people in the world that's ever played on that course, supposed to be somebody that's not just playing on it, but you actually golf. Like, this is the thing. So, I guess if you could explain it to us, what is the most difficult part about playing on that course, and what makes it so difficult?
I think the undulations you can't really see on TV. Like, when I was younger watching on TV, you had no idea how much slope there are on those greens, or even the fairways. Like, I remember walking up one the first time I was there. I was like, man, this is a lot more uphill than it looks on TV. So I think little things like that, just you can't really see how much slope there is on TV and how much speed the greens have. So those are the things that stand out to me when I go and play.
Being from Georgia Tech, does it almost kind of give you any kind of a cheat code for that course? Or just because somebody, alumni played there, Bobby Jones connection there, it's in their backyard, 2.5 hours away. Any kind of cheat code with Augusta gives you an advantage over other amateurs?
I think I have a lot of great people that I'm surrounded with here at Georgia Tech. So Coach Hepler has been around for a long time, and I think just being surrounded by really good people who are willing to help me out whenever I need it, that's probably the reason I came here, and that's why I think it gives me whatever help I need for the tournament.
What's that feeling going to be like walking up to the first tee?
It'll be really cool. Hopefully I hit a good one down the first hole. I think I'll definitely have to take a step back and take a deep breath and put a good swing on it. But I think it'll be really exciting. Definitely nervous, but that'll be fun.
You think after you get that first shot out of the way, it'll kind of be just, another round of golf, walking after that first shot?
I hope. It probably won't end up being like that just because it's a little different playing in front of so many people. But definitely a lot for me to learn from the experience, and a lot that when I look back on it in a couple of years, I'll really cherish this week.
I think my last question is when you're on the tee and there's that many people surrounding you, does the thought process of let me not hit somebody go through your head? Because I feel like that would be the case for me. But I'm not going to golf, so it's a little different.
Maybe a little bit. I guess I was in practice in the practice rounds. I've heard there's a lot of people that go to the practice rounds as well, so that'll be good prep for me. Try not to hit anyone in the head with a golf ball. That would not be good. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it.